Hello, everybody. My name is Mel the Money Coach. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode on my channel called Mel the Money Coach, where we talk about all things related to budgeting, saving, and investing, and everything in between, and what it takes for you to be financially free. So today we're going to be talking about investments. I know this is so popular right now. Holy mackerel. So as a side note, I am not an investment professional. I am a money coach. So my focus with investments is to help you have enough money to actually invest. It's the job of an investment professional to look at your rates of return, the, stock options within a plan, that sort of thing, to really hone in your money's behavior. Whereas my focus is more your behavior with money and actually getting you to the start line. So I'm just going to talk briefly about investments and what we need to know as a client coming to an investment person and that sort of thing. So first I want to talk about the magic of a Roth IRA. Yes. So if you haven't heard the term Roth before, it's really a fancy way of saying it is tax-free growth. Yes, you heard me, tax-free growth. So one thing I love to do when I sit down with my clients is we go through, if they were to save this much, this is what it would, amount to in 30 years or 20 years or 10 years. And even those little changes of adding $100, $200 a month adds up to be a huge difference in the end. So a Roth, tax-free growth. So that means when you're 59 and a half and you can withdraw from your retirement funds, none of that money is taxed. And now if you can leave that money alone for 20, 30 years, just say, that bad boy is going to be like 90+% growth. Yeah, exactly. So that's the magic of compound interest. You earn interest on your interest, which then becomes your principal, and then you earn interest on that interest, and so on and so forth. So that's why it's so important that even $100 extra a month or $50 extra a month or whatever it is, that 15% of your income going into retirement, that adds up to be a huge difference. So even when you think about the average American income is $59,000 or $58,000, something like that, and saving 15% of your income into retirement, that's roughly $500 a month. I mean, that will get you to a net worth of $1 million by retirement if you start at, say, age 30. So that's huge. Yes, that's a big deal. So a Roth IRA is a great option for that. That means it's an individual retirement arrangement. It doesn't actually stand for account. It's kind of funny how I thought that for years, but it's actually individual retirement arrangement, which is a fancy way of saying that you don't need an employer to be able to invest in a Roth IRA or to open up a Roth IRA. Now those, there is an income limit with a Roth IRA, but there's a thing called a backdoor Roth, which means you can roll money into traditional and immediately into a Roth. Now, this is something that an investment professional needs to set up for you and help you with, but it is definitely possible, regardless of your income, to invest into a Roth IRA. Now, this is a huge vehicle for you to become wealthy for retirement. Yes. That's why when we look at, that car payment, it's kind of interesting because a car payment, the average car payment is exactly the same as a monthly contribution to fully funded Roth IRA. And if you think about a Roth IRA in 30 years, what that's going to be worth versus your vehicle, it's going to be worth nothing. Exactly. So you're putting that $500 a month towards your future instead of towards a car that's going to be worth nothing and go down in value. Exactly. So that is the power of the Roth IRA. More to come in the next video. See you next time.